Hey, do you know how to find new readers? Well, watch this video and let me tell you. I am Jane Nicole, a romance author of over 40 books, and this channel is going to be used to help you find new tips and tricks to consistently write, find new readers, build your community, and hopefully make money off of your writing. So, for today, I want to talk to you about reader magnets. A reader magnet is essentially a short story of some sort. It could also be a full length novel, but because you'll be giving it away for free, you may want to stick to a short story, something around 10,000 words or less, or maybe a little bit more. But a reader magnet is essentially a book where it has some of your best writing because this book will be used as a sample of your work, something that a reader could pick up if they've never heard of you before and use it as a way to understand what your writing style is. So it's not just something to throw together and add it to all these book lists and convince a reader to buy your work. Essentially, if it's not some of your best writing, then that is a poor example of how you write, and readers may not want to proceed with any of your backlist. So essentially what you would do is write a short story, make it your best, make sure it's really good and edited, and then you're going to add it either to your website, to other sites where you can distribute it for free. The reader magnet, just because it's free, doesn't mean that it cannot be available on stores like Amazon or Barnes & Noble, but it has to be paid on those sites if you're going to be giving it away for free. For instance, you cannot enlist this book in Kindle Unlimited because that will break the terms of service agreements with Amazon. So this book would have to be paid on other sites. But it's a good idea to add it out there so that you can also collect reviews and some money off of it. But ideally, this book, the intention is to be able to give it away for free. So keep that in mind as you're creating it. One, that you'll create something amazing for readers to read, but two, so that you're not upset if you're not collecting any cash from it. But ideally, what you would do is you can create this reader magnet, and ideally, you have a newsletter where people will be joining to receive this free book. If you do not have a newsletter service set up and a newsletter journey set up within that newsletter service, then I would first do that. First, you want to create a newsletter. You want to have a service provider, and you want to have something that you're going to be providing to these readers that you're collecting. So essentially, I'll probably need to do a whole video on how to set up a newsletter service and how to create a journey. I'll do that in a separate video and make sure I link back to that here. But for the purposes of this video, you already have that done. You already have your newsletter service, you already have your journey established, and now you're ready to collect email addresses. So in exchange for their email address, you're going to give them a free book. How do you do that? So ideally, you can use a service similar to BookFunnel or BookFunnel itself. Is essentially you add the book to their site, and on their site, a reader could find your book. They would give the email address. BookFunnel will then distribute that book to them and give you their email address. There are newsletter signups and swaps that you can do, which will essentially allow you to get in front of readers of authors who are similar to you. So for instance, I'm a Black romance author, so on BookFunnel, I sign up for authors who have contemporary romance or Black romance that my readers would be interested in. On their emails of the other people, other authors, you would they would list your book for availability, and then readers would find you that way. You can also publicize it on social media that you have a free book. A number of people are looking for free reads, something quick, something just to find new authors. So they'd be happy to indulge in your free book, and they usually are more than willing to give you their email address. The caveat is once you've given them that free book, hopefully they love it. Some things to include in that end of the free book is a list of your other books that are available and where they can find them. So if they love your books that they've read from you, then they can go and find other books from you on your stores, and that's how you'll start collecting money. But also, you'll have their email address, so now you can keep in touch with them. So you'll be building your community. And this is so important to an author and creatives in general because whenever you have some news to share with them, information to provide, you can email them directly. You don't have to worry about shouting out into the internet on social media or trying to find them through paid advertisement. You can just directly email them. I suggest sending them information about your backlist, information about you personally, because people who support you want to know who you are. Who are they supporting? What are you all about? And then they also want to know what else do you have available so that they can read and where should they start. If you have a backlist that has more than a few books, it's kind of good to let them know where they should start. What are some of the highlights of those books that they would also enjoy? By doing this, you create that community of readers who absolutely love what you write and will support what you're doing. And by having a free book, it's a good way for them to test you out without having to give you any money. And if they love you, they find a new author that they'll love. If they don't love you, then no harm, no foul. They are not upset because they didn't pay for the book. So if you haven't yet, make sure that you create a reader magnet and consider putting it on BookFunnel or a similar service where you can distribute the book for collecting the email. You can also set it up on your website, so you can have a website where you add your book in and they can download the book. You'll send the book to them once they've given you their email address, so they've joined your email list, and then you can mail them out your reader magnet. So I hope this has been helpful in letting you know how to set up a reader magnet. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I love to hear from you. I'll definitely create another video as a follow-up letting you know how to create a newsletter journey. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.